nationally ranked 1993 Malone College team and pitched for Suarez Corporation, winning the NABF World Series in 1994. He went international the next year, playing for the Karlovac Olympia, and was named Best Pitcher of the Croatian Final 7 times. He pitched for the Roy Hobbs Akron A's in 2009, winning multiple titles. He has been an assistant coach at Columbus State Community College and Hoban and Jackson High Schools. By the way, he got that nickname Taco, I think, when he was 9 years old. Taco.
Woo! Give it.
I may get emotional here, but I just got a bunch of people I gotta thank first. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my darling Alicia, my sons, Tyler Cameron, Daryl Jennings, who started the Boys of Summer, Joel Cochran, my friend the Clevengers, like Greg Isaacs, Ross Vukovic and George Vukovic were instrumental in my international career, that I never would have made it without them. I gotta thank my Croatian family, the Karins, Danny, Natsha, Bruno, that made my experience in Croatia incredible. Mladen Kraponic, the Bear, Franny Fran, Rick Johnson, can't remember any. My Dutch family, Jeff Calderoni for getting me there, Alex Speakerman, Judah Speakerman, Fred Notenbaum, for letting me learn how to coach baseball. My friend Ted Mona for giving me a lifetime full of lessons and memories. I gotta thank ibuprofen. I think all of us, I think everybody playing here, we gotta call that out. Thank you, ibuprofen. I gotta thank my Australian family that took care of me. Darren Whitey, his mom, and Ben, Rod, who just passed away, rest in peace. Seth, Jen, and Triboli, the family I love. Nathan Davidson, he's general manager of the LA Giants, taught me a lot. Mike Tofin, who was one of the most inspirational guys I ever met. My entire Carlo Watts teams, you know, that's the thing, it comes down to the guys you played with. You know, when you're out there, it's the boys, it's the guys in the dugout. That's what makes the experience worth it. It's the boys in the dugout. So I gotta thank my Carlo Watts teams, my Otter Den Haag teams, my Adelaide Angels teams, my Akron A's teams, my Kenmore Orioles teams. I gotta thank Scott Koenig. I like to thank Rick Quintrell. I mean, he missed a bunch of calls, So Rick, you know, we're both union guys, and so I'm a union carpenter, and he was an insulator, and so he would call games for me on Sunday, and I'd see him work on Monday, and I'd be like, dude, that pitch was strike. That pitch on the outside corner was a strike. He'd be like, Taco, no, I'm not giving that pitch. I'm like, dude, that was a strike. And so I'm putting the ceiling up, and he's doing the insulating, and we're arguing over strikes, balls and strikes. I was right, he's not. Trust me. And then I gotta thank my friend and colleague Dante Sabatucci for allowing me to continue teaching and coaching baseball. I mean, this is overwhelming for me. So, of all the young players that got announced today, Trevor Zeckley is a kid that's played for the Akron A's and that I've coached for years. John Poole has been a kid that's played for the Akron A's that I've coached for several years. Jared Sanders has been a kid that I've played and coached for several years. Mike Phillips and I, who got inducted, and we battled against each other in high school, and he played for Field and I played for Green. You know, Jonathan Kuntis, how many lessons have we got next to each other laughing? Meeting each other, literally meeting each other in Italy or somewhere in Europe, that he was playing for Greece and I was playing for Croatia, and seeing my friend abroad and me having a chance to, like, two kids from Akron, like, in the middle of nowhere in Europe playing together. So, you know, it's just super special, you know, but one thing I just want to talk about is the power of baseball. You you know, that I was lucky enough that I played 7 years in Croatia, I played 6 years in the Netherlands, I played 1 year in Australia, but we all talk about how much we love baseball, and we all love baseball, but it wasn't until I went to Croatia, they didn't tell me in 1995 that the stadium was 1 mile from the front line with Baltimore. So it was literally Croatia, the United Nations, Serbia, in the war. And there were guys on my team that would go and serve their time on the front line, and before they went home, they would stop and have batting practice. They would come to the field to take fly balls. And so we can say that we love baseball, but do we love it that much? You know, do we love it that much as those guys? There was a team we used to play that I remember one time it was 95 degrees out, and we had to play 2 7-inning games against them. We won the first game 41-0. You literally couldn't get out. Like, you would try to strike out. Catcher would miss the ball. We're walking to first. Catcher throws the ball over the first baseman's head. And you're literally trying to get out. We want to go to the beach, and we want to drink beer. And we can't do this because this team cannot get us out. But every week they went out to play. Every single weekend they went out to play. We played another team that they would have to take the backstop with them because they were I was like, are they really bringing the backstop onto this field? They're like, yes. I'm like, why? They're like, the gypsies will steal the fence. And I'm like, gypsies are going to steal the fence? Oh, okay. I'm some kid from Green, Ohio, you know, and I'm over there, and they're like, yeah, gotta watch for the gypsies. Gotta watch for the gypsies. I'm like, okay. So, but all in all, the biggest thing for me is just, you know, is my parents and my mom, okay? My mom is Mexican. She was born in Mexico. She grew up in a house with dirt floors. She had 3 cardboard walls. She only had 1 wall that was real. And she met my dad, and she came to America, and she taught herself how to read, write, and speak English. And raised me to just allow me to be a baseball player. And she's that beautiful woman over there with the purple hair. Side note. That's her right there, the purple hair. And every game, when I would go to high school, she would sit there with a piece of paper in her hand, and she would write down the score of the games. I went to Malone College, 1993 team, best team they ever had. Best team we ever had. I sat 33 games in a row to start the season. 33 games in a row, never smelled the field. Game 34, I finally get in. I turn and look on the hill, who was there? My mom. Writing down the score. All right, writing down the score. When I first go to Europe, everybody thought I was crazy because I was going into the war zone and all that stuff. And finally, my mom gets to come over, and she got to go to Italy. She got to go to Austria. She got to go, she's in Venice. You know, we're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, just like when you're traveling around. But it never hit me until 2003 that we were playing in the Netherlands. We were playing in Amsterdam. But when the tournament was over, we got to go to Paris. You know, we got to go to Paris. And me and my mom in the Eiffel Tower. I just think about, with her, she never got Christmas gifts when she was a kid because they told her that Santa only comes to houses that you got to put your shoes outside, and she didn't have shoes. My mom didn't have shoes when she grew up. And so, to stand in the Eiffel Tower with my mom in Paris and spend that time with her just because I could throw a slider a little bit, that's the power of baseball. Thank you to everyone involved here. It's amazing, man. I look around and see how many guys I played with, and all those freaking night guys. You know, just so many guys that we play with, and it's all about respect and love, and it's an amazing game, and especially in Northeast Ohio, it's such a small, tight-knit community, and, you know, I see kids that I've worked with, you know, I got kids here that, you know, that I coach that are in college, you know, that literally drove hours to be able to work with me, and it's an honor to be here and overwhelming, and I thank all of you, and I really thank everybody here. It is just, this is such an experience that, yeah, I'm probably gonna have a couple beers tonight. Thank you all, appreciate it.
Go, go!
Thank you, Taco.